I'm gonna get back to that story, Sonny. Just, just you listen to Boomer Great One. He's gonna tell you about how it was back in the olden days, back before fire, back when we walked uphill for everything. In fact, we didn't even have a concept of downhill because there was no downhill. Everything was uphill. We thought that was normal. We didn't even have a word for it because there was no alternative. It was uphill all the time. You just need to reach down and grab yourselves by your bootstraps and pull yourselves up, Sonny. Because when I was your age, I bought a house for $25,000. And I made that money on my paper route and bussing tables at the local cafe. And if I can do it, you can do it too. You just need to reach down and pull yourself up and just buckle up there, buckaroo. God, I hate boomers.
So the South Dakota internet has decided to become Kuantahahi, so we may just be cut out. It was working good for a little bit. I'm just giving you a heads up, just letting you know. And I was running errands today. I had to replace fuel lines on the motorcycle because I'm not a pussy, and I do know how to dirty my hands. I might even have a little bit now. I washed them pretty good. I got a little paint, little primer, actually. Anyway, I was doing manly shit today, and I was listening to Joker over at Better Bachelor, who you should listen to. And he did a kind of a reaction video to TikTok girl, which, dude, that's like half true, half fake. Not Joker. I'm saying the girls on TikTok. It's all kayfabe. It's all theater. But then I think there's a seed of truth. And she was pissed. Oh, she was angry. And the basic premise of her video is she tried to get on Hinge. Went on Hinge, was a dating app. And she was upset when she wanted to start liking more men when she found out she couldn't. And then she went and looked and tried to find out why. And either there was a publication or somehow on the Google or the internets where Hinge said, okay, look, if you have 8 people in your chat, like 8 people you've matched with, and a message has been sent to you, I believe. I don't know. Well, I got the article here. Maybe we'll go into the details. You've matched with 8, and I think a message has been exchanged. Until you clear someone out of that chat group, until you go down to 7, you're not following that person anymore. You somehow have ended the digital relationship. You can't like anyone. You can't follow it. You can't match with anyone else. They make you clear your cache. They make you clear it out. And I was like, whoa. And like I said, she was pissed. And literally, now how much of this is true or not? Are they just trying to get clicks? But I can believe it. She says, she didn't have Hinge. I do believe this, that she was on Hinge. I didn't get my Hugh Jackman billionaire, trillionaire Democrat voting rip guy. I hate the dating apps. So she deleted the dating app. And then she says, well, I was bored and I reinstalled it. And Joker nailed it. He says, there it is. They are, boy, listen to me. Listen to me. Most women are not using dating apps to go on dates. They are using it for attention. They are using it for entertainment. Literally, she said, sometimes they'll pull the curtain back for you. You just got to acknowledge what you see. She said, I was bored. Not I want to find a man. I was bored. Like the gal, before I was dating the current gal I'm dating now. The gal I was dating at the same time, because I'm a whore, right? I'm a dirty little whore. When this one, I didn't want to date her no more because she's acting all crazy. She literally said, you just like that girl because she cooks for you and treats you nice. Guys? She pulled back the curtain. Not all. Vlad Elkam's ex Cuddle Wookums was like this. Like, you just like girls who treat you nice. Yeah. They'll tell on themselves. They show you behind the curtain. They tell you who you are, who they are. And so she was pissed off that her little, it's not that her source of attention went away. There was this horrific human rights violating requirement that you clear out your inbox a little bit. And look, I understand, and I don't like unnecessarily having to click yes and 18 confirms just to get to my email account. I understand the slight inconvenience, but this is hardly something you call up the UN Human Rights Commission and file a complaint. Oh, they might. She certainly did going on the internets. And so, but she was very upset that now she had to like clear out. And I'm like, well, look, if you ain't going to email them, what do you care if you got to clear them out? Because you're not going to. Oh, the attentions. Oh yeah, man. Is that what they do? Don't they hit the addicts? Don't they try to get a vein? I don't know what the hell they do that for. I never did heroin. But oops, you let it. Yeah, you let your slip show, ladies. One of you on your team let the slip show, and now. But what's really interesting, and this is kind of what I want to talk about. These dating apps, these companies that own them. I mean, based on market cap, multi-billion-dollar, operationally, maybe certainly hundreds of millions of dollars. They're companies. There's a lot of money at stake, is what I'm saying here. And what the owners, the shareholders, the executives whose compensation is in part tied to stock market performance, which is tied to profitability performance, they're starting to realize this hokum pokum bullshit, this touchy-feely idealistic, we just get together. You are offering a dating app. And as I've said many times before, you can't have a dating app if there's no dating. And Hinge, now this is Hinge. This is the first company to take action. And now Bumble went, well, now men can make the first move because they're so edgy and progressive. You're regressive. You went back to the way it was. But Hinge was smart to saying, we're not going to make money. There won't be dating apps unless there's dating. And you could tell, I could tell, because I'm a brilliant analytical credit analyst, economist mind. Trust you me on this. I'm looking at him like somebody at Hinge, some non-MBA fuck, somebody with some actual intelligence. There's a movie starring Michael Caine and Larry Hagman. Michael Caine, it's a World War II movie where they pose as the Germans and they invade Britain. And Michael Caine says there's a new officer. Michael Caine plays the bad guy. He plays the German commander. He says, there's a new officer out there because the Brits sent a new officer because the dumb one died. And this one is smart. And I'm thinking, there's somebody in charge in Hinge. And this guy is smart. Because if you think what Hinge has done now, they've stopped caring about the whining woman folk. They've stopped caring about the whining. They say, we need to make money or this entire enterprise is going down. We're all out of jobs. And what they did is, in the face of super hypersonic ringing, which the TikTok girl did, where you at the risk of making the app, we now added a hurdle to it. What they've done is they have now forced women to either clear out your cache and expedite this, or start texting men. Like, you have to now start messaging the men you matched with. And that has forced responsibility on women in the dating app to do what they ostensibly agreed to do. I'm on a dating app. I talk about the veneer of potential, where I buy something from China, like the necklace I got my girlfriend. And it was pretty. Here, I got you this pretty necklace. And it broke after one wearing. And you go, oh, you bought stuff from China. Well, find something that ain't from China. But the other thing is, the veneer of potential is that you are offering a necklace. I'm just going to assume it's going to last a couple years. How many of these Zoomers have ran into the boomer bosses where here's the job description: programmer, analyst. You get there, it's clerical work, right? It's a lie, a bait and switch, a hoodwink, a lie. The veneer of potential with you girls going on the dating app was that you were going to go and get dates. And there was this halcyon day golden era where you were honest about that. You went for the dates and there was actually dating online. But that's 10 years ago. Now it's just a direct heroin needle into your arms for the attention. I loves me the attention. I loves me the attention. Yeah, man, that's the stuff. But it's been technically, not only is it becoming at a tremendous waste of men's time because you're negotiating in bad faith. It's coming at the dollars of the shareholders, the people who put up the money, whether it's the original equity owners, the people who own shares, like whatever, the owners of the company and the banks that have lent these companies money. It's coming at the dollars and cents of these investors, of everyone who owns it, which is rich capitalist pigs. No, not rich capitalist pigs. Think Grandma Tilly and her pension fund. Think rank and file blue collar workers with their pension funds and their 401ks. You and me and everybody else. If you care to be intellectually honest about it, capitalist pigs, I got small dick. And so now this is not only is it kind of what I would think is, it's not even a Hail Mary. It's very intelligent, it's very strategic, but it's the fourth quarter. There's 3 minutes left and you're down by 2 touchdowns. And whoever this smart person was over at Hinge says, look, what is it? Is it, and I don't know about Hinge, but I believe, isn't Tinder something like 75, maybe it's even 80%, so between 70 and 80%, a significant majority of the users of a particular dating app platform, I'm just going to assume all of them are men. Maybe it was Bumble where it's like 2/3 or 70%. The vast majority of users are men. The vast majority of your revenue comes from men. The vast majority of men on dating apps have not gotten dates. And if you wish to keep your businesses in business and not run out of money and have a shot at having any kind of it, they're saying, you know what we got to do? What do we got to do with a dating app, Charlie? We're going to have to start getting them dates. Oh, no, I thought we could just charge men a monthly fee of whatever, $30. I don't know what it is, these dating apps. But we can't just charge men $30 a month and them not get no dates. Nope. And who, again, bravo, sir or madam, bravo. Where Hinge comes in and says, all right, you girls are here for a dating app. They're serious. Hinge is serious. We're a dating app. You either get off the pot, shit, or get off the pot, ladies. I'll read through the article here. I'll pretty much explain all of it. This is experimental. It may go away. But since the majority of the money comes from men for these dating apps, that's the majority source of the revenue, if they want to stay in business, they have to now. The era of low interest rates is over. The time of real interest rates have come. You got to get serious about making money. How do you keep guys in? I don't know. Deliver what your app promised? Dating? Which is technically outside of control of the dating app company. But they can, and they did. This is brilliant. It's like, hey, you got to start texting these guys or you clear them out of your cache. They're not your little trophies to go and you get. I can imagine. Just come with me and visualize this, if you will. Girls log in and they see all their messages, and it's like when in the Jason Bourne movies or John Wick movie, they open the door and all the guns are neatly organized on a wall and there's lights. It's all very pretty and beautiful. I think girls kind of do that too at the dating app. They open up their inbox and they see all the heroin needles of inbox message that they can shoot, and they're like, oh yeah, that's the good stuff, man. Well, that came to an end. And I don't think this gal's the only one that's pissed. A little bit of theater. But if you looked at the data, which we've been telling y'all for years now, the Tinder analytics, you can search Tinder analytics, the images, and it looks like a lightning storm where you click whatever. A guy clicks on 10,000. Not even 1 in 10. I think it's like 4 or 5% match, and then even a smaller fraction actually message, and barely, literally single digits end up in dates. All right. No. You got to start offering dates. You got to. And so here we are. Here we are, boys and girls. I would love to see. I can't wait to see how. I love watching the sex war. I love it. I know a lot of you guys are sad and depressed. Some of you girls are too. But man, what a time to be alive. Isn't it? It's the popcorn generation. We get our big old bucket of popcorn and we get to watch what happens when one sex says we don't need the other, don't want the other. And then you throw in technology and watching it's almost as entertaining, if not more entertaining, than watching drone technology advance and evolve at such short order between Russia and Ukraine. It's fascinating. So here's the article from Mashable. And this is from May. This is a month ago. Hinge tests unanswered message limit to reduce burnout. That's the bullshit. Oh, she didn't like it when they said we're trying to reduce burnout. You're like, shut up! Hey, damn it! Give me my fucking crack, you asshole! Your turn limits will prevent you from liking anyone new if you have 8 or more unanswered messages from matches. Off the heels of Hinge's new hidden words feature, the dating app is testing another, your turn limits. The feature will limit the number of unanswered messages users have in their queue. Those with 8 or more matches waiting for them to respond won't be able to match with anyone new until they answer one or more of those messages or end the conversation, presumably unmatched. Oh my God. No. You're taking away Golem's ring. My precious, my attentions. You're not there for how dare you, Hinge, demand to make a profit? How dare you? It's if we wanted to expand the analogy, because let's be very clear, men are the customers, women are the product on this, dates with women. It's like Hinge is some, purveyor of dates, right? Go into the old, come on and paint another picture. There's Clint Eastwood, he rides into town, and you got the mercantile and the saloon, and you got purveyor of things, the date purveyor, right? And you walk in and you're a guy. Oh, I need myself a date. You walk into the purveyor of dates store, and there ain't no dates. You're like, what the hell, shopkeep? Where are all the dates? Sorry, sir, our suppliers aren't supplying us with, there's a shortage. They're not supplying us with dates. And what's happening here, continuing on with the analogy, the date shop is going to the supplier saying, you either start supplying us with dates or cutting you off. You're not going to send us and waste our time, let alone our clients' time. Oh yeah, some dates are coming. Oh yeah, we're here. We're arguing. We're negotiating in good faith. No, you're not. You're using now I don't know what it would do. I don't know. The analogy falls apart. Well, how does attention factor into this beyond the literal transaction of a date? I don't know whether there'd be some other reason. I don't know. The suppliers of dates like torturing the date store owner. I have no idea. Whatever. But that's what it is. Hey, we're not saying we carry your catalog. You've yet to supply our customer with one date. We're not carrying your catalog anymore. Super hypersonic re. Hinge will test return limits in the US, UK, Canada, and Australia starting this month. Oh my God. The ball's on these guys. Those markets, huh? Wow. You're going to get like super hypersonic re and acapella. With the goal to roll it out to other markets based on user feedback. This will impact both free and paid users. When users are approaching the limit, they'll see a banner on top of their messages stating they're approaching the limit. When 8 or more people are waiting for a reply, you need to reply or end chats. The banner continues. Then you can send likes. You're limiting the amount of attention. You're not really just making them. You're making them be honest with the guys that are like, they make it to the match. Like, hey, are you going to text me back? Hi. Hey. Once you reach the term limit, you must message someone back or unmatched to start liking new people. Banner at the top with the same amount. You're at the limit with the same explanation about 8 matches. If you attempt to like someone new, you'll receive a pop-up that states too many people are waiting for your reply. Oh, all those damn men who kind of, I don't know why they're there. I don't know. Maybe they want to go on a date with you. This fucking horse shit. Swipe, 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 swipe. Match. Hey, creative bullshit texting message. Nothing. You got to do that 8 times to get it back. And hey, do you want to go on a date? Sure, I'll see you. And then ghost. Fuck. Again, go look up an image search of Tinder analytics and realize just what a fucking waste of time it is. Not for you girls. You girls, it's all fine for you. I'm talking for guys. I can't recommend online. I'll be honest. If you are a girl and you want to find a date, go online dating. It's very easy for you. Just, choose your poison. Your Turn Limits is a continuation of features the app has created to engender conversation, like Your Turn in 2017, which prompted users to start a conversation with the match and reminded them it's their turn to reply. Last year, Hinge reorganized match lists so chats where the user needed to reply were at the top. In an interview with Mashable, Hinge founder, CEO Justin McLeod, okay, maybe this is the guy that came up with the idea, said he imagines this feature will go through a couple reiterations as is a big change for some users. Depending on the result of the test, Hinge will either tweak the feature or continue to roll it out for more markets. Your Turn Limits will impact Hinge's entire ecosystem, McLeod continued, as it doesn't just impact those users who have more than 8 unanswered matches. It also impacts the users they'll interact with more as a result of the feature. Right, because it's gonna tell them, look, she's not getting off the pot. She's gonna shit. It tells all the other men to move on and not waste their time. And guys, if you're looking for an intellectually honest dating app, I can't recommend Hinge enough. They're trying to save you your time. Now they're not going to increase. I can't guarantee you dates, but they're like, hey, look, you're either texting people. Let's be very clear about this. They say users. They really mean women. You women are going to start responding to your messages or we're cutting you off your attention supply. This is a dating app. This is a dating app, man. We're here for dates. This is not for you to keep rubbing your crotch with for attention. All right? You're either dating or you're not. And for you guys, it's going to save you time, which is way more than what all the other dating apps are offering. Users who talk to their current matches may stop liking more people on the app so they could end up with fewer matches. But McLeod said, I think we'll see more conversations and more dates across the broader part of the participation. There it is. What did I tell you? You can't have a dating app without dates. They know men account for 75% of the revenue. They got to start delivering dates. They got to start delivering product. I don't know, girls. Have you ever? I will give a fair amount of gals honesty back in the day. Some girls did give me a shot. Didn't go anywhere, but there was a time, or maybe it wasn't a majority of them. There were some gals who would give you a shot. It was like, okay, fair play. Good for you. Good for you. Man, you girls can't even go on a date. You can't go get a coffee. You can't go get a cocktail. You can't go, I don't know, roller skating. You can't. How hard? What? I know. I've answered I've answered my question before. Women just don't like guys that much. I get it, but let's remove even the romantic prospects of dating. What if you're just bored? Today's Sunday, right? Okay, most people got the day off. Wouldn't now be a great time? Like, hey, you want to go get a cup of coffee? You want to go get a cocktail? You want to go for a hike? Want to go? Do you want to go live life? They ain't gonna go. Look, no guarantee they're gonna. But do you want to go for a walk? Do you want to go mini golf? Do you want to go do you want to go fucking live life? No, because he's got a penis, and all the feminists in my life said he might raise in me, and I don't know if I like. Holy fucking not fun person, Batman. I don't know if we were to reverse hell, we don't even have to reverse the roles. I was saying if I was a girl, it'd be pretty cool if people like, hell, if I could get some of my friends to come out like, hey, do you want to go? I don't know. Well, obviously for a hike, apparently there are some people who are just wrong who don't think hiking is enjoyable. Can you imagine that? Fine. Would you like to go bowling? Would you want to go do something? I mean, you face these. That is a problem both men and women face every day. What am I going to do with my time? Free time. Wouldn't you like someone to come along just for some company, maybe? And then the outside chance, maybe you get along, maybe you fall in love, maybe make some babies down the road. What is so bad? I mean, look, I haven't dated guys. And yes, I know there's some weird guys out there. But what? Come on, they can't all be that bad. Even if it's a coffee, then you get limited. And I know. Their actions tell you everything. They'd rather stay at home getting digital heroin, getting a digital fix, than going out in the real world and, at worst, meeting a shy or awkward man for 30 minutes, having a good time with a new person you never met. Maybe it won't go in. And unlockily optimistic. Maybe the love of your life. Oh, God, no, Jesus, no. Sit on your phones and do. What a fucking life. It's another thing. What a fucking life. Watch TV. Go on social media. Do you know that, I mean, the irony, I really don't like social media that much. I love my podcasts. I love listening to documentaries and all that. But I do not like social media. I have to do it for work, more or less. I don't have to do it, but, obviously it pays. Like when I retire, I mean, my Twitter account, my Twitter account's still going to be insulting memes and pictures of me hiking around giving a face. So that probably, and same with Instagram. But I ain't gonna be like, hey, yeah, I'm proving the shit I'm doing all the time. No, I'm just gonna go and enjoy life, man. More than I am now. Not only does this Hinge test come shortly after the app announced a new feature of its own, but it's also coming after Bumble launched a new suite of features, including a revamp of its women make the first move signature. They don't. I know they don't like. If they liked you, they'd ask you. I know they don't like you that much. Therefore, guys go out and play. Oh, little Jimmy doesn't want to play with me. Your mom would say, "Well, go out and play anyway. Go do something." Bumble CEO Lydia Jones cited exhaustion with dating apps as a reason for opening moves, a new feature that further abdicates women of any responsibility. Oh, I'm sorry. New feature that lets men message first. Guess which dating app ain't going to be around for a while. According to Hinge's press release, the goal of... That's just like Lucy putting the football back because Charlie Brown left. Oh, you could... kick the football again, Charlie Brown. Fuck you, Lucy. You'll go hang out with Snoopy. He's fun. A new feature that lets men message first. According to Hinge's press release, the goal of Your Turn limits is to, in part, reduce dating burnout and encourage responsiveness. In Mashable's interview, McLeod echoed the concern for dating app fatigue. We're keenly aware that a lot of our users are feeling burned out or skeptical of the dating app experience. Right, because there's no dates. He's got to have a pair of balls to say, hey, you know what? We're a dating app that there ain't no dates. And we're either going to offer dates or we're going to be out of business. But it might insult women. Oh, no. They're going to be insulted. That's too... Because if we keep worrying about their fifis, we're not going to have a business. Oh... and we're trying to be very responsive to that. He continued by creating features that hopefully get users on more dates. There you go. Bravo, Mr. McLeod. Bravo. That is real leadership. I wish Hinge the best. Men, if you got it, like, look, maybe that's something you can do. Go on Hinge. It'd be less time wasted. Although the way I recommend using online dating apps is like you check in like once a week. and that's it. You know, like, hey, and then like, hey, you want to go out? That's it. It's just you don't have at peak online dating. I believe they were estimating that the millennial generation was wasting about 90 minutes a day, both men and women, on dating apps with no, an hour and a half a day. That's a retirement. That's a brand new. That's several brand new cars over the course of your life. That's a great hobby. That's a skill. That's a better life. That's a passion you could excel at. An hour and a half a day, you get real good at whatever you're trying, whether that's violin or jujitsu or video games or art or whatever. Wrenching on cars. So bravo to Hinge. Thank you to Better Bachelor. Everyone, please go subscribe with us. Subscribe here. I guess it helps with the algos. Let's go to the super chats and have ourselves a treat. The Glutton, $2 dating apps equals video games for women. Brilliant observation, Glutton. You are the NPC. Yep. Nonstop Drake, $2 girls. Only 5 pet wallets max. App hates women. Yep. Artful Clone, $5. All I know is my life has gotten a lot better once I started paying for it. P.S. Look up Miss Alabama Cappy. I want to see your face when you. No, I've already seen it. That I will. Artful. I will offer you a counter thing to do. You want me to look up Miss Alabama? I have. Look up the profitability and the ownership of Miss America. Right. I mean, anyone can set up a beauty pageant, but Trump sold it in 2020, and it has exchanged hands several times now. And it was sold to a Thai consortium, and that Thai consortium filed for bankruptcy. It's not a thing. It's a company of losers, several companies of losers. And then they made some washed up fashion model the president and CEO. If you look at the website, it's like, wow, I know Asshole Consulting is a shit programming website. I know I did it. But you look at that, like, this is not a serious enterprise. This is a washed up, gutted out, hollowed, worthless brand. Miss America means nothing anymore. And it's not going to make any money. It's not. Reed Schwartzer, $5. Might be interesting to see if Hinge loses a lot of women after this because they can no longer get their attention. Well, I think they will. But oh no, the suppliers who never supplied us any dates aren't supplying us with any dates anymore. Oh no, it's not going to. When 80% of your revenue comes from men, you better start delivering dates. Hinge can't worry about what women think about the app anymore. I mean, they got it because they got to get women in there. If women aren't going to offer dates, then Hinge can't have them in there. Like, get out. Heck, if anything, I'm not an IT expert, but I got to imagine your maintenance. Let's say you get rid of 80% of women on that app, right? I got to imagine that's less strain on their servers and their IT demands and computer resources, right? But the few women that are left, at least they're serious about dating, or more serious than before. And what? So you lose, say, 20. You lose 15% of your revenue. Because I don't know. Do women even pay on? Do women pay for Hinge? Do women even pay for Hinge? Hinge is free to download, but 2 paid. Okay, so they have like a subscription mezzanine pricing options. So they probably won't lose all that much revenue. Imagine if you were a dating app that could guarantee dates. You can't. No such thing would exist. But what if you're like, yes, we have dates in stock. That's where all the guys are going to go. That's who's going to get all the business. It's the irony that most women are not that interested in dating in the real world, and thus any online dating app. But I'm showing you to show the veracity and the profit potential. It's like, hey, we're offering oranges at the orange stand, and you go there, they have oranges. That's going to be a more profitable orange stand than the orange stand that has no oranges. Reen again for $5. Even if more apps take this approach, I think the women are too addicted and too broken. Now I'm 28, so I'm talking to mid-20s and younger 20s demo. Yeah, but getting back to the point, they were never in the dating market then to begin with. There are two distinct markets. Okay, there's the dating market. There are some women who are seriously there. Then there's the attention market. But women are masking us, oh, yeah, I'm here for dating. No, you're not. You're here for attention. But they were never part of the dating market, even if they said on the face of it that they were in the dating market. So that, they're not, they never were part of it. Yeah. And again, if you're 28, but what is this? Oh, I got to call my dad. Father's Day. The best thing to just ask the girls out in public, guys. You see, hey, you're cute. You single? No, yet you want to go out? Let me get your number. Gotta be that quick. You know why? Because your life's too valuable. You only get one of them. You ain't got time. Look, even with Hinge, profiles, no, man, no. Just start asking them out in person, Reen. Reen, $5 again. Women might be kind of like a magic trick to once you see behind the curtain. I'm not sure you can ever enjoy the trick anymore because you know already. Well, yeah, once you know how the magic trick is done. I mean, it's interesting to see how the magic is done. If you ever watch Penn and Teller. Yeah, it's no longer magic anymore. Look, I'm just here to ruin everyone's idealism. I'm just here to slap you across your face and say, wake the fuck up. Look at the numbers. But I don't want to. I want to believe that all the girls like me and are just going to grow up and be married and happy with little children. No, it's not going to happen. Set yourself free. No, I want to live. I want the blow bill. I want to eat steak and join Cypher. I want to hang out with Agent Smith. Nonstop trade, $2 more dates equals more profit equals more orgasms per capita. Yeah, there you are. My man, I know. I won't say who, but there's a certain group. There's one sex that needs a lot more fucking orgasms per capita than the other one. Just saying. Be a lot less permanent resting person's face. I wonder if we could do that to add to this absurd economic research I'm going to do sometime in my life. I would go out and look. I'd find out which country has the most sex and orgasms per capita. And I'm going to go to that country. I'm just going to look around, just like at a mall. % people got a permanent resting bitch face. And then I'm going to come back to the United States. I know certain people are getting laid here. % permanent resting bitch face. Guarantee you. The U.S. has got to have like the highest BRF. It's got to have the highest percentage. Maybe Sweden, maybe. You guys hate your lives, right? You guys don't like each other all that much. Generation Apollo, $5. Femmes. Men are trash. Also femmes. We are equal to men. They really do tell on themselves. Yeah, I get. I don't care. I don't claim to understand feminist philosophy. Well, I do, but it's too short. Can't really say it here. Nonstop Drake, $2 more. Gen A guys will get AIGFs at this rate. Well, I guess I think going overseas is becoming more viable. I also think Gen A and the Zoomer men are changing their behaviors, obviously, and I believe that will beget change in behaviors on the part of women. Also, the alternative message, which was once the traditional message, is also getting out there more frequently among younger women, where it's still not socially acceptable to become a traditional stay-at-home housewife. It's still not acceptable to be a pick-me, but there are some voices where at least now you know it's an option, it's on the table. And I think men just going off doing their own thing, divesting from the dating/attention market, the girls are noticing. They are starting to notice. And slowly, just it took forever to get here from traditional. I think we were at the apogee or the apex, and now we're heading back to traditionalism, and albeit a more modern and different form. But yeah, that I think we are past peak whatever, peak don't need no, peak girl boss, and now women are starting to move back. Younger women not even move back, but just realize they could. It's fine if you wanted to date a guy and love him. There's nothing wrong with being a stay-at-home wife. Like, that is an option. And right there, if you're going that direction, direction is everything. Momentum is everything. And now, oh my God, the feminists probably got to be pissed. I'm sure they have some metrics or data because they're empirical, right? They got labs, they got research institutes. They must be red lights alarm bells are going off. Where it's like, what do you mean? Get married to be nice to your man. So I don't think the Gen A guys will necessarily get AI girlfriends. I mean, they might, sure, more now only because AI exists, but don't be surprised if girls are like, yeah, I like him. I want to go out with him. And there's probably more dating with Gen A. I know Gen Z, they're still doing the digital online thing because they're afraid to talk to women. I also think women are maybe going to start getting a little bit more aggressive is the wrong word. Brave, courageous. I think girls are going to start not in mass. Come on. I think women will become a bit more bold and courageous where they will make it clearer to a guy that they like him. Some might just start outright asking the guys out, but not Gen Z or older. No adult alive today is going to change their behavior because you just know so much. You also invested in this, so you can't go back. But I think younger girls are gonna. You might actually see some truly independent-minded women like, no, I'm not doing what the teachers and the professors and the pissed off spinsters tell me. I like him. I want me some dick. I'm gonna go over there and ask that cute boy out, or kind of sit next to him. Nonstop Dre, $2 Hinge needs to add a weight verification for women. Nah, it'll never happen. Green Schwartz for $5. I agree, Dre. I'm finding it less and less detestable as time goes on. Women's PR has not gotten better in any way from Cappy's video a year ago. Oh yeah, the PR. Yeah, I would kind of disagree. You know, maybe it's just because things are recommended to me on the algorithm. Some, not by no means a majority, but there's a minority of voice. There at least are some voices now where women sincerely want a traditional life. They're not doing the, oh my God, I'm a 42 washed up spinster who's divorced with 3 kids. I want to be taken care of. I want the traditional thing. You know, what's that scar you got on your shoulder there? Well, oh, that's where the feminist tattoo I had was, but I cut that off, scorched it off. It hurt a lot. But I'm totally different now. I'm totes traditional. Dre, $2. TFM is even more ahead of his time than Cappy is. He's out there. We'll find out if he's right about some things. Sarku, the 5-headed Lord of Worms, $5. Cannot do that because Very Man is a psycho thriller waiting to prey upon all women. Every man is a psycho thriller waiting to prey upon all women everywhere all the time. Yeah, that I don't know where they got that. I have no idea. I'm sure some feminists go say, it's from you. You made us afraid of. I do know when I went to college, they were already doing the fear mongering with women where 8 and 3 women were raisined on campus and every man was a raisinist hiding behind a tree. And, yeah, maybe that's still going on. You know, don't look at statistics. Yeah, I suppose. I mean, the man, bear, pig, or not man or bear. Like, oh yeah, I'm more afraid of. Okay, be more afraid. Fine. That is going to age like milk. They're going to look back and say, "Do you remember this ridiculous bullshit?" Artful Clone, $5. I love hiking. Hiking's great. Hiking make a great date. Road trips, that's a little, yeah. Road trips, exploring historical and natural landmarks, having adventures, those things are all better without women. F them, just pay for it. Well, I mean, it would be nice if a gal came with. I mean, I've hiked with people. Made a fair amount of female friends in hiking and running clubs. It's just like, you know, you can't ask them on a hiking date because, oh my God, we're going into the forest? You want to get a coffee then in public? I'm better than a coffee. All right, never mind. You know what? I am going to go hike by myself in the forest. Rain, $5. This topic also ties into the whole sundress gate deal. Sundress gate? Do I want to know? I really don't want to know. I don't want to know. We had this past week, women upset that men like sundresses. It was a good hoot. Oh, that was the gate, huh? That was the controversy. Men like women wearing dresses. How much of that is fake? But then you realize a percentage of women actually are appalled men like dresses. What's that life like? What's your life like when you're pissed off that men like dress? That's like me getting pissed off that women like muscles. What? Never pissed me off. I was like, oh, dang, I get muscles. I just fine. Go. You know, for those gals that actually believed in sundress gate, whatever it was, and you're appalled and insulted men like that, you don't have to wear them. Go keep wearing a shit military green drabby pants with your sandals and your drabby shirt. Just go do it. Keep going, man. You only got like 40 years left and it's all over. Frankenfoot, $10. Explosive ordnance disposal or cyber. I'm trying pair later with EE later in my career. Oh, for a career. The firearms training versus better prospects. Both will increase my payout of the military. Okay, hang on, Frankie. How often do you got to go and be like the explosive ordnance disposal guy? Like, don't you have to stay in the military for that? Go cybersecurity. It's a real job. Hat and Clogs, $2. Go have yourself a treat. Sonic Blast. No, I'm getting serious about my diet. I'm already down 2 pounds. I went out to Montana, hiked a lot. And then I lost another 2 pounds on top of that. I got to get, let's just say I got a competition. I got it. Not a bodybuilding. That's nothing public. There's a competition going on. And I just got to crush my enemies. I just got to crush the competition. And so I can't have myself a treat. JJJS, Tucanine. I like the old-fashioned way, but Hinge is okay, to be honest. Good. All right, another vote for Hinge. There you go. Dre, $2. Happy Strong Single Mom Day, a.k.a. Father's Day. Dre, again, $2. Women want a lifetime sponsor, but not a husband. They got it through their patron saint, Barack Obama, and the welfare state. Ladies, go. You got the government. Go marry him, them, whatever you want to. Dre, $2. Go get yourself some soapy pancakes or Perkins. No, I'll never go to Perkins again. No. Perkins? All right. Perkins is like women on online dating apps. There's the facade they offer food, but you never get your food. You go there, you wait 5 minutes for the gal to sit you down. You sit down. They get your order wrong. They get you the powdered bacon powder. Yeah, they just nuke it so that it's just dry. It's not chewy at all. They don't have pie. You know the things Perkins is known for? Past 2 times, which is over a year ago, they didn't have pie. Well, Perkins and dating apps are very similar. You know, you keep trying to kick that ball from Lucy. It keeps like, I'm done. I'm not going to Perkins no more. Used to be my favorite restaurant. In order for you to be my favorite restaurant, you need the fucking food. It's just crazy idea. Ken Rose, $2. He says hi. Joel Goose, new guy for 20 very kind dollars. Had more success on dating apps than most men can dream of dating back to MySpace. Oh, wow, MySpace. The women who actually meet you and sleep with you tend to be accessible inside 2 days after matching and will initiate messaging. Yeah, but okay, hang on, let me read it. Had more success on dating apps than most men can dream of dating back to MySpace. The women who actually meet you, sleep with you, tend to be accessible inside 2 days after. Yeah, but you look like a pretty good looking dude too. I'm not saying everyone's got to be 6 foot, but you're a good looking guy. You got to look. Let's also preface this. This entire conversation has been about men, plus or minus 2 standard deviations from average. The vast majority of average men. You look like a handsome fellow there. I mean, you got your picture in front of something. Looks like an ocean. But yeah, if you're handsome, Phil, go on all the dating. Absolutely. Go on all the dating apps. Get as much as you can. Dre, $2. Regarding pageant girls, most are secretly escorts. Frankenfoot, $2. Both give a top secret security clearance. Also, I'm also looking at bookkeeping since it's free for bookkeeping. Do accounting. Is there someone at my house? Why do I have to? Rude boy 50. Oh, I'm sorry. Franken, I do accounting, then cyber, and then the last thing, explosive device ordnance remover. Rude boy 15, $5. Young men these days need to learn the importance of eye contact. It demonstrates strength and confidence in one ability as women lie. Sure, eye contact is fine. That's fine. And they also need to execute and ask these women out. And I will guarantee you are going to be shot down at least half the time. Half the time. Minimum. You just got to ask them out in person. Eye contact, sure, you're not wrong, but it's a minor thing. Big J Boogie, $5. I have been noticing lately the ladies don't mind the good old walk up and speak clearly. In the South, they enjoy the attention. Well, they like the attention no matter what, whether it's in person or online. But in person, it's just maybe I don't know why. If I had to sit down and figure it out, it shows balls. At getting back to what we have, getting back to Rude Boy 15. Okay, eye attention is one thing. Walking up to a girl and asking her out in person, that's some balls. You're demonstrating some dominance there. And having, because I got the great one and a couple other friends, if I see a cute girl, I'm like, oh, I wonder, I go up and I ask, hey, you single? And it hasn't been a crisis or anything, but they usually no or yes. I said, I got a buddy. And I got a picture of him. I'm like, here's what he looks like. You got any interest? Oh, they're not calling the cops. Nonstop trade, $2. Orgasms per capita and cost per thrust book coming soon. Actually, Terrence Pop does per thrust. He has numbers. Not Herschel. This is somebody else from Israel with 6 Israeli shekels. Cappy, watch Helk. It's a 24 episode anime. All right. I might just do that. Mark Magana, $2. Did you see the petrodollar fake news? No, I didn't see. Is that fake news? Did the dollar drop on the fake news? Your average black dude, Pedro for president, $14. Normies, conformists, and pretenders. What they all have in common is a fear of questioning everything that challenges their beliefs, which is tied their entire existence. Find some true purpose or hobby. Hang on. Damn it, man. You dropped a deep one. Normies, conformists, and pretenders. What they all have in common is a fear of questioning everything that challenges their belief, which is tied to their entire existence. I would also say that anything that requires work. The common thread across normies, conformists, and pretenders is they're all lazy. They're not willing to put in the work. Their fear is questioning everything that challenges their belief. Yes, that's true, because if they find out they're wrong, that means they got a lot of work ahead of them, and they don't want to work. Above all else, they want to avoid a life of work. Even if they have to do it, they will avoid a life of work. Just look at all the fat people. You're going to die early, and you're not going to have a sex life. But somewhere in the world, I'll get rich and wealthy and find a girl. No, you won't. And you're going to die in 20. Nope, they will run that clock out and get the diabetes. Find some true purpose or hobbies. Absolutely. Absolutely. And I'm going to do that. I'm going to go to the gym. I got to get some clamps or hose clamps I put some new fuel lines on the motorcycle because the old ones are cracking. All right, that's it. Link below. 3 resources for all yous, all 707 of you tunings ins. The Book of Numbers, analyzing the ROI in the pursuit of women. I keep telling you, boys, they're not that interested. This instance where Hinge has changed its policy and the immediate drama reaction is one little bit of empirical evidence. Watch how this happens. Watch how this rolls out. See the response. And you're going to see whether women are interested in dating you or just getting attention for free. So it's important that since you guys are biologically incredibly invested in women, to reel that in. Please understand what the ROI is on The Pursuit of Women. Get the book of numbers. Analyzing the ROI in The Pursuit of Women, available on Amazon. There's also the menu, Life Without the Opposite Sex, because half of you will not be married. That's not necessarily by your choice, but they forecasted, Goldman Sachs and JP Morgan and all the investment houses, that 45% of women by 2030 of marrying age will be girl bosses. They will not be married. They may have kids, but they forecast not being married. That means 45% of you will not be married. So I recommend figuring that out, what you're going to do with your life. The menu, Life Without the Opposite Sex. What the hell was the other thing? Oh, The Dad You Never Had. It's Father's Day. But you didn't have a father. So go get the course, The Dad You Never Had. Available on Teachable. You can search that. Mark Magana, $2. Joker covered it. Love him, but econ is your department. Yeah, if I paid attention to it anymore. And Drake, $2. Cappy has a power walking competition in Japan. There is a movie. Cary Grant's last movie, Dre. It is about power walking. What the hell is the name of it? That is ironic you brought that up. Cary Grant's last movie. Cary, what the hell? God, Walk, Don't Run. Walk, Don't Run. It's not that good of a movie, but it's somewhat charming. Go watch. You'll laugh your fucking ass off at the end of it, Trey. You'll laugh your fucking ass off. All right, that's it. Asshole Consulting will have its questions answered later. I'll see you guys later. Toodles. Oh, yeah.